In every ancient culture, there are stories of forbidden tombs. Places sealed not just by rock and earth, but by curses and dark legends, warnings to the living to let the dead rest. We've always treated these as tailies of our world, human fears for human remains. But what if the universe has its own such places? What if, scattered among the glittering nebulae and spiral galaxies, there are cosmic mausoleums, regions of space that aren't just empty, but are profoundly, unnervingly silent? For decades, astronomers have been mapping the void, but recently, they found a patch of darkness that defies all explanation. A place where the laws of physics themselves seem to form a lock on a door we were never meant to open. An area of the sky so cold, so dead, and so gravitationally violent that it has been called the universe's first and only confirmed galactic tomb. And we just found the key. The discovery wasn't a sudden flash of light, but a creeping sense of wrongness. For years, the ESA's Gaia Space Observatory has been meticulously charting the positions and movements of over 1 billion stars in our galaxy, creating the most detailed 3D map of the Milky Way ever conceived. But in the data from the galactic halo, the vast, sparse sphere of old stars surrounding our galactic disk, there was an anomaly, a region where there was nothing. It wasn't just dark, like the spaces between stars. It was an absolute void, a hole punched in the fabric of the cosmos. Light from galaxies billions of light years behind it was being warped, twisted, and in some cases, completely extinguished as if it had hit a wall. They called this region the Stygian anomaly. At first, scientists theorized it was a colossal dark matter halo, an unseen gravitational anchor. But the numbers didn't add up. The gravitational influence was too concentrated, too chaotic. Using advanced gravitational lensing models, they peered into the darkness, and what they found wasn't an empty void, but a graveyard. The Stygian anomaly is what astronomers are now calling a hypercondensed stellar necropolis. Imagine a cluster of stars 1,000 times denser than any known globular cluster, but where every single star has already died. It's a tightly packed ball of stellar corpses, a cosmic charnel house spanning dozens of light years. In this region, there is no stellar birth. The gas and dust needed for new stars to form was either consumed or violently ejected eons ago. All that remains are the dead. Thousands of black holes, ranging from small, stellar mass singularities to intermediate-sized monsters, drift through the gloom like cosmic predators. They are packed so tightly that their event horizons nearly brush against one another, creating a gravitational labyrinth from which nothing can escape. Weaving between them are countless neutron stars, the collapsed, city-sized cores of massive stars, spinning at incredible speeds and spewing out lethal beams of radiation. And providing the only faint, ghostly illumination is the pale, cold light of trillions of white dwarfs, the fading embers of sun-like stars that exhausted their fuel billions of years ago. This is why it's forbidden. No probe could ever survive entry. The tidal forces would shred any machine or even a planet into a stream of atoms. The radiation would fry any electronics instantly. It's a fortress built by gravity itself, a tomb that actively defends itself. The mystery deepened when we aimed our radio telescopes at the anomaly. We expected to hear nothing but the faint hiss of the cosmic microwave background. Instead, we heard a signal. It was incredibly faint, buried under layers of cosmic noise, but it was unmistakably artificial. It wasn't the regular pulse of a neutron star or the roar of a quasar. It was a complex, repeating sequence, a whisper from the edge of the tomb. For years, we believed this signal was a lament, the final, fading broadcast of a civilization that was born within this cluster, only to be trapped and consumed as their stars died out one by one, their home turning into a celestial prison. It was a tragic, cosmic ghost story. But a new analysis, cross-referenced with the gravitational distortions within the anomaly, revealed something far more unsettling about the signal's origin. We were wrong. It wasn't a cry for help from a civilization long dead. The signal isn't coming from a single point, but from 3, arranged in a perfect equilateral triangle around the most massive black hole at the center of the necropolis. And they just realized the broadcast isn't a lament for the dead. It's a warning for the living.